Boost on Running, the program that showcases athletes in action. Mirror Lake churns with bobbin bodies in Ironman Lake Placid. Whiteface Mountain and the ski jump frame the course. Seems like there's always just one more hill, then you're home. That team t-shirt helps you through the hard miles in Central Park in New York Roadrunners Team Championships. Every second counts in the battle to be #1. Cape Elizabeth, Maine hosts the TD Beach to Beacon 10K. For some, it marks the end of summer. For others, the start of the fall fitness season. For all, the best fresh air Maine can deliver. Put up a championship banner and the best will be in town. The Facts and Law New Haven Road Race hosts the USA 20K National Championship, and the pros come with their A-game. Girls in New York Roadrunners program Run for the Future, ready for their first 5K in the Percy Sutton Harlem 5K Run. Get it done here, and your lifetime of fitness is off to a great start. The pros into the Hudson first in the Panasonic New York City Triathlon. Then the age group waves are off and kicking. But the stars of the day may be the disabled athletes who have the courage to start. Thousands answered the call in Join the Voices Against Brain Cancer in Central Park. The 5-miler and health walk raise awareness and funds to fight this devastating disease. Kids are on the move all over the country to stay on track for a lifetime of fitness. And the best time to get started? Now.
We are meant to move.
A wonderful surprise around every bend in the Disneyland Half Marathon. Kids of all ages savor the Disney magic. At Waikiki Beach, you can go slow or fast, so long as you get wet in Duke's Ocean Fest. The Pacific Ocean is your playground. When you see a ski jump on the outskirts of town, safe to say sports are a way of life here. Ironman Lake Placid is the oldest Ironman event in the continental United States. There are more than 30 events in the global series. The pros are first to test 69-degree Mirror Lake, flat and fast. 2,300 in the field, with numerous wave starts to keep things orderly until you're in the combat zone at the front line. The word flat is not operative in the northern Adirondacks. At least you're not going up the ski hills themselves. The official charity partner of Ironman Lake Placid is the MMRF Team for Cures. The Team for Cures members raised over $800,000 for blood cancer research. Total prize purse is $25,000, plus 60 lucky ones get to qualify for the Ironman World Championship in Kona, Hawaii. Putting a closing 2:57 marathon to seal the deal, South Africa's Kyle Buckingham breaks the MMRF tape in 8 hours, 38 minutes. Then American Amber Ferreira drops a 3:08 marathon on the field for a 9-hour, 31-minute win. For some guys, I guess the race wasn't quite long enough. Ironman Lake Placid for those endurance athletes who like to challenge a tough course and themselves.
Welcome to New York Roadrunners Team Championships. Bienvenidos al New York Roadrunners Campeonatos de Equipos.
Metro area teams get their best to the starting line in New York Roadrunners Team Championships. The course is a hilly counterclockwise loop of Central Park.
This is a day where we get to celebrate. I always say it's like we're back in high school or college running. Everyone's got their team colors on. I've got mine on today. And just ready to represent my team, have fun. But this is the core of our running community, the club teams, and we're really excited to see everybody come out and race, the women followed by the men. And it's a fun day to be a part of the running community here in New York.
There are 5 divisions for both men and women. And the time of the top 5 on each team in each division is added up to rank the fastest, and points are awarded. Over the course of the season, there are a total of 11 club points races, and at the end of the racing season, the winning teams are crowned. The team needs you. Pick it up. New York Roadrunners Team Championship. A friendly war on the course, then the spoils of a job well done are shared by all. 14 countries and 42 states represented in the field, and a lucky handful arrive via the Casco Bay Ferry to Cape Elizabeth, Maine for the 17th TD Beach to Beacon 10K. Over 6,000 will test the hilly course. Crowds? Not to worry. Lots of fresh air all around. Thanks to Jeff Dobbs Productions for the aerials, courtesy of Maine Tourism. TD Beach to Beacon marks the end of the summer and gives you one more chance to get that 10K personal record. And the beach party is just up ahead. A $10,000 sprint for Bedan Kuroki of Kenya, 2 seconds ahead of Stephen Kibet, also of Kenya. It's Bedan's first race on American soil. A max effort by both. Ben True of New Hampshire is third. Gemma Steele of Great Britain has a slightly higher gear than Shalane Flanagan of Oregon and pockets the $10,000 first place prize. Race founder and Maine native Joan Benoit Samuelson greets the Brit. The wrapped Portland Head Lighthouse pulls you over those final yards. The TD Charitable Foundation proudly donates to Ripple Effect, a Portland, Maine-based nonprofit youth and community development organization. And Gemma Steele and Bedan Kuroki on the top steps. The TD Beach to Beacon 10K. Surely you can figure a way to fit that into your Maine vacation next summer. See you there. Up next, the 20K USA National Championship, the Faxon Law New Haven Road Race. America's best on the front line. Nearly 7,000 gather for the Faxon Law New Haven Labor Day Road Race and an elite field in the USA 20K National Championship.
I'm feeling good. I'm excited for the race. So,
What's your goal?
Just with this weather, it's a little crazy, so just to have a good, strong race and finish well.
Christo Landry of Michigan is all business. He's already won 3 USA championships this year. Molly Huddle sticks to a winning strategy of new neon color designs for the big races. The total prize purse is $44,000.
One of New Haven's treasures, Ruth Rosa, singing the national anthem for the last 3, 2, 1. Thank you for running this.
The course is a butterfly loop, generally flat but with a few hills to break things up. Matt Leno of Arizona pulls the large pack early. The temperature is pushing 90 degrees, so patience and pacing are key to survival. The conditions are too tough for any breakaway move. Clearly, this will be a race of attrition. New Haven's biggest running day starts with the Amity Physical Therapy Kids Fun Run. In a few years, they'll be out in the 20K. The kids and their cheering squads fill the finish area, ensuring a great crowd for the 20Kers on the course. Mixing it up in the lead pack, Christo Landry, 3 USA National Championships already this year. He's versatile and at the top of his game. Christo's breakthrough came in April with a surprise win in the Credit Union Cherry Blossom 10-mile run in D.C. The lead pack thins, and Christo in the yellow and black on the far side is just where he wants to be. Molly Huddle in the black and Amy Hastings, both from Providence, go shoulder to shoulder. Both have winning credentials. Molly won a fierce duel in June in New York Roadrunners' Oakley Mini 10K. Amy was the first to the line in the July AJC Peachtree 10K in Atlanta. Half mile to go, and it's down to German Machesko and the tall Luke Puskedra. Machesko surges and cuts in front of Luke unpolitely, almost tripping Luke. Molly Huddle has dropped Amy Hastings and longs for that finish line. Germa Macheska hangs on to beat the fast-closing Crystal Landry by 1 second. Molly Huddle is the USA National 20K champion. The event is now in its 37th year, making it one of the senior events on the U.S. circuit.
Tried to do a little bit of confetti today. Yeah, it was hard. It was definitely a test for me. I'm not really prepared for 20K, so the last few miles were rough, but I knew everyone else was hurting too and the weather was bad, so I just grinded it out.
The Faxon Law New Haven Road Race, a championship and family fitness day in the heart of the city. That's American road racing at its best. Harlem Week celebrates 40 years, and one of the top events, now in its 5th year, the Percy Sutton Harlem 5K. One of the top initiatives of New York Roadrunners is the Run for the Future program, giving girls going into their senior year of high school support and coaching to begin a lifetime of fitness.
Run for the Future is a 7-week program, and these girls have never run before. We started with 200 applications, and we dwindled it down to 31. We have 26 girls running today at the Percy Sutton race. They've trained so hard for 7 weeks, and this is their first official race. When you're running, you need to be disciplined because you need to know when to come out, you need to know how to stretch, you need to know what to do on the pavement. So it translates over into schoolwork because they need to know how to think, how to respond to their teachers, how to respond to tests, and I think that they are doing so well and they have improved so much. They have an incentive at the end of the 7-week program. They get a scholarship worth of $1,000 towards their college. Oh, the motivation level is 110%. I always say to the girls, it is your race, your pace. It is not about anyone else, it is about you.
Tanzania Coleman is paced by a running buddy, Michael Rogers, New York Roadrunners VP of Development and Philanthropy. The 5K passes Jackie Robinson Park at 155th Street and also St. Nicholas Park, with renowned City College of New York paying tribute. The Percy Sutton Harlem 5K, a destination event in Manhattan with numerous historic sites between the start and finish line. A great way to savor the sight, sound, and swing of the city. The Run for the Future girls team supports fellow team member Nyla Outlaw, a senior attending Opportunity Charter School. For Nyla, clearly this is a beginning, not an ending. Up next, the Panasonic New York City Triathlon features a strong professional field. But the stars of the day may very well be the disabled athletes who have the courage to start. The Hudson River calls. The pros are off in the Panasonic New York City Triathlon. Then, wave after wave of age group triathletes take on the 1-mile plunge down the river. No time to be apprehensive. You're along the seawall, down the ramp, and into the race before you have a chance to say, whose idea was this? Support from family and friends keeps you at the top of your game, be it a 3, 4, or 5-hour adventure.
Good morning, Tower. Good luck.
How's about it from a first go?
Out front, the elite show their portfolio of training and racing savvy with punishing paces. back at the start. The waves in the Accenture Challenged Athletes International Competition are about to launch. While we all train and race to try to reach the next level, to go faster, knowing these athletes are out there with the same thing in mind makes both their racing and our racing all the more rewarding. You go, girl. We are definitely with you.
Jason, the ankle thing.
The field lines up to do their part in Central Park in the Join the Voices Against Brain Cancer 5-miler, a New York Roadrunners event. After the run, a health walk and kids races. Raising money and awareness to fight this devastating disease, teams join the voices to embolden the effort.
The family founded Voices Against Brain Cancer 2 years after my son Gary passed away 11 years ago. And our mission is to find a cure for brain cancer, and while we're finding a cure, to create the best quality of life possible for all the patients that are valiantly fighting this devastating disease. The past 5 years, there's been tremendous advances due to the advance of technology. I'm not going to say that the cure is around the corner. It's soon to come. It's people like this that are making the difference nowadays to raise money to find the cure.
So I ran the marathon in November of 2011. 2 months later, I've learned I was at the mercy of a tumor that had been growing in my brain. There is hope for a cure. The funding that Voices Against Brain Cancer does from events like this is the hope for people who are fighting and living with brain cancer diagnosis.
With the runners off for a quick lap of the park, the walking teams join the Voices Party.
Is there hope in this fight? There's more than hope. There's promise. And Mario has promised to fund cutting-edge research around the world to find a cure for this. Mario is offering me more than just hope. He's offering, like Mitch, the speaker prior to me, had said, when it comes to cancer discussions, nobody uses the word cure except for Mario. Doctors want to keep you stable, they want to get the symptoms under control, but they never mention cure. Only Mario is trying to cure us, to end this. And that's more than just hope.
The walkers walk, and then the kids run. Voices Against Brain Cancer. There is more than hope, lots more. This segment of Running is brought to you by Skechers Performance Division. Go like never before. The responsibility and privilege of encouraging kids to get fit and keep fit is emboldened by those at the top of the sport.
Oh, most definitely. I recommend running for kids because, in fact, I'm one of the person that says, stop running at my kids, at the house. But once they're running outside, I have no problem. Just take them to a safe area, let them run, whether it's a sprint at 50 meters or 400 meters, and whenever I take them to the track, they just want to run. So that we are meant to move. And the sooner we can start, the better, and the sooner we can encourage them to do it, the better, instead of waiting until they graduate college.
Keeping kids on the move, that's a full-time assignment with great rewards. Up next, to Waikiki, where the water is warm, the sun is hot, and the waves are churning in Duke's Ocean Fest, a celebration of blue water and the athletes who make the Pacific their playground.
Runners, set, go!
Over 16,000 answer the go in the Disneyland Half Marathon in California. In addition to the half, race weekend includes a 10K, 5K, and Run Disney kids races. Runners from 50 states and 26 countries take in the Disney magic. The half traveled through Disney California Adventure Park, Disneyland Resort, the streets of Anaheim, and Angel Stadium. Nick Arciniaga takes the win in 1:07.48. Jennifer Berry breaks the tape in 1:23.33. Most leave the stopwatch at home and remember park visits from younger days and plan new ones for those young years up ahead. The Disneyland Half Marathon. Enjoy the journey. The rewards are both internal and external. Waikiki's premier ocean sports festival, Duke's Ocean Fest, opens with a hallowed tradition of honoring Duke Kahanamoku, the father of water sports. Duke won 5 Olympic swimming medals and popularized the sport of surfing. The Ocean Fest is a multi-day celebration of the ocean and the people who play in it or on it. Surfing, paddling, swimming, lifeguarding, water polo, and anything aquatic draws the international crowd to the Waikiki beach. Thanks, Duke. Nothing like an open water swim in the Pacific to kick off that Hawaiian vacation. That's all for this episode of Running. I'm Lisa G. Get up and get going. Aloha.